All right. We're waiting for the audience. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Dragon Lover 95's stream. And here with me joining is Jacob, the dragon. Or as you guys know, he's a blueberry and such, or custard filling.
Hello everyone, Jacob the Dragon here, as you already know me as, and also the person who's never played a single Silent Hill game.
Yes. And for people who are coming in, welcome. We're happy to have the spooks come in, especially since, well, it's coming to autumn and fall. You know what that means, right? All
Halloween.
the spooks and horrors and so forth. And those who are coming in, again, welcome. Now, for those who basically are here or just coming in, I will basically be clarifying this. Hellos, welcome. This is like greeting to a theater or something. And that makes me the maestro.
Distro Meist.
Wait, that makes you my co-host. Or
It
I
is your
guess
stream,
commentator.
well, you're the host, and this is your stream,
Yes.
so it makes perfect sense.
Yes. Well, don't worry. This is just gonna be normal. This is going to be a normal type of stream. And it's pretty fitting for what's to come. Not just any, but this is more of like a concept that happened before. Like a few years back. And I want you guys to be real with me here, because this is literally going to be something I haven't really thought about in a while, but yesterday I just thought about it and I was like, I could do that for a stream. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. As you probably would definitely. Oh, hello, Koshi. Welcome, and yes, I'm
Also,
aware.
we know that, Joshua. Wish
Yes,
Chelsea a happy birthday.
yes, yeah, but I will basically be clear. Yeah, she's watching this. Happy birthday, Chelsea! Well, I figured as though it would actually be more easier. But hey, you get to pretty much listen in and such. And hey, you might actually gain ideas from this. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah.
Okay. Now that I basically have gotten, apparently, as an audience at least, I'm going to be very, very much. I'll try my best to explain the best I could with this, considering the fact that it's been a while. Like, really a while. Now, here's the thing. I wasn't too big into Silent Hill because I wasn't fully grasping the whole concept of horror or theming and such. That wasn't until I discovered with Creepypastas, aka the earliest ones, and those mainly coming from MLP. And there were three specific types of stories that actually got me to, well, make physical comics. I am not even kidding. I actually did do that. And oh, I'm sorry to hear about that. I hope you're basically okay. I hope it isn't too bad. Jeez, how did that even happen?
Oh.
Yes, I really hope that you're okay. I hate when that stuff happens. Like at one point, I actually had a tooth fall out in school before. Thankfully, I had teachers help me. It wasn't a big deal, But at least it was a baby tooth. I'm getting sidetracked. I'm sorry. But yeah, there's your little info about me. But yeah,
Very insightful.
Creepypasta MLP stories. This was sort of like a trilogy I went with, and sort of the concepts of horror theming. The first was obviously based around cupcakes. The first story was called Mask Maker, which is basically just a short story where instead of Rainbow Dash, who's the victim, it's Knights. And I'm not exactly the main antagonist, but I am the one who did mostly of the torturing, per se. Wearing the specific outfit and such. I know it wasn't bright and colorful, clattered or anything. And the real mastermind was Riella, looking rather sinister. And, well, let's just say, it was basically pretty gruesome. The second story was having me wake up as a nightmare. This is based on Rocket to Insanity. Let's just say nightmare story involving Rainbow Dash. And well, let's just say if you guys know that story, you probably should know how it ends or how it goes. But instead, I came up with the concept that this is basically being messaged by none other than the deities, a few of them in the realm of Wandaria. They're sending a warning that something is wrong. And, well, that Riella has been possessed within the dream realm. But he really isn't sure himself. He wasn't acting like himself. Think corrupted Riella, but wasn't fully finalized. This is basically corrupted Riella before corrupted Riella was corrupted Riella, is what I'm trying to say. Can you grasp your head around that?
That's a lot of corruptions.
Yes. In
Darkness
a way.
within darkness.
Yes. The only way to pretty much take care of it is to pretty much, well, beat him. But to almost a break of death. I'm not even kidding. And I wasn't thinking straight back then. I basically now think is like, Riella wouldn't go down so easily. Heck, he wouldn't even take a stab like that fully. But hey, something might have worked. But it turns out he was basically possessed. He wasn't acting like himself fully. So once he came to his senses, he basically just realized what was going on, and even he was basically confused about it. But he doesn't blame me for what happened and such, so it's all good. But I still felt guilty about doing that to him. Could you believe it? Jacob?
I believe so.
Also, it was also a crossover with other series I was into and such. Think minor Chris Chan moment without it being super cringy. Like, super duper cringe. But at least I had some of my characters in there. So, it's all fine. And the funny thing is, I did these during school days, like during private schools. I mean, they did not at all care of what I was drawing as long as I was not really doing anything out of the ordinary. Yeah, my school was pretty chill with what I was doing. They were actually impressed with what I could come up with. You know, with the blood and such. I didn't know how to draw organs or anything. The last story, let's just say this was the Silent Hill approach. And what I mean by that is, it was literally Silent Ponyville adaptation. Except, well, I now came up with a name of what it's called, the Ominous Abyss. Which is basically this mysterious hole that appears in the ground by shadows. It opens up, and it takes you to another dimension, where only your limited abilities are what you have on you. This mainly happens when the nightmares, or shall I say, repressed memories, start to foggily come back. This is more of my series. Yeah, I made a connection with that. So, hey, I guess it's something. Jacob, what do you think? Have anything to say on that?
I have no clue what to say, to be honest.
Ah. Well, and the thing is, Riella has no clue either, as he himself can't really enter that dream. Simply because it's memories, and memories technically don't fully count in the dream assets. So, in a way, he suggests that I go to an expert that'll help. Which, for some reason, I decided to add my own Sonic characters in, which one of them was basically an albatross, who was also an inventor and an instrumental. Yeah, I had some weird concepts. Now I think it would be more obvious to send him for my characters that were not Sonic characters. Those in the audience, how are you thinking of this thus far? I mean, I want to know your thoughts about this.
Don't be shy, people. Do not be shy.
Yes. Well, I guess I'll continue on this. So I basically end up going to basically realizing that these are basically from past memories and such that are trying to surface again, resurface, or it's a warning of sort. Think like, say, out of a bit of Coraline, as in something dangerous.
That movie was creepy.
Yes. Now, it wasn't fully like Coraline, it was just more like just a reference or something. So the only way to go through with it is just to figure out what was up. And then I ended up falling into that realm. Thankfully I was in my actual form so that I wouldn't fall. And the place was a place unknown. A place where, well, it was like nightmares and such. And there were these disturbing creatures, which I actually have made drawings of. I am not even joking. I basically have made drawings of them before. Give me a moment. I can pretty much look them up. For the side note, Jacob, why don't you basically entertain a little bit?
Ah, so you want me to entertain the audience?
Yeah.
Alrighty, Roo. Hey, Dim, what time is it? It's time for you to shut up. Excuse me? I just asked what the time was, and I asked you to shut up. Alright, I'll just ask someone else. You ask someone else, you'll die. I'll be fine. Hey, Jimmy, do you know what... I think Carl just died. Boss! 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 What do you want? I think Carl is dead. I don't believe you. But he fell. He fell in front of me. He fell. You're fired. Why? Because you're annoying. Get out. 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 You're the helmet for my lawyer. Joke's on you. Your lawyer is my brother. He will not take your case. He will not take your case. We'll see about that.
Okay, I think I'm in the right look. Okay, I think I'm definitely in the right one.
Bobby, you must catch the toaster. Wait, what? Where did you get this golden toaster? I got it from the temple. Oh God. Run! Run! Oh! Oh crap! Oh crap! 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 Why did you take the golden toaster for the?
Okay, I found it. I found them. I found them.
Pulsum, pulsum.
Well, technically, I mean, I will show an example here.
Ay, ay, ay.
See here?
I can see.
2015.
Dang, 2015 is around, like, late 2015 is around the time I joined DeviantArt.
Ah. I had my fair share of monster designs. Sorry, something in my throat.
Talk about nightmare fuel.
Oh, hey! Early design 2. See?
Oof.
See?
Dang.
When I say I could come up with designs, I could.
There's some freaky deaky shit in here.
This enemy is also considered to be in the category as well.
Yeah, little Billy's not coming out of there.
It's basically like acid and... Oh. See? See?
Uh-oh. You gotta run!
Yeah. As you can see, I got very... This was during 2017. So yeah, I was getting kind of into the grasp of the Silent Hill assets because I did know the basics. It's basically an abandoned town where basically monsters manifest. And hey! The blind chaser! Look at that!
Jeez.
What do you think? Yeah.
That is disturbing.
Yes. They are quick to kill after all. No, seriously, they're pretty quick and they have venom. I just had to pretty much put that in there. I have anything? No, I don't. Unless I put them in the... Let's say put that... I guess I... Well, guess I just don't have any others. Oh well. I do hope you guys found those interesting.
Very interesting indeed.
Yes. So yeah, the concept of the Silent Hill thing pretty much started way back then. But I didn't really know how to make an asset to it. And let's just say the story behind that was shall we say, rather disturbing and also pretty sad, but also has a bittersweet ending. That was basically connected with me before. I rather not go into details about that. Trust me. What I need to say is that the nightmare was finally over and things finally got put to rest. That was basically a trilogy right there. And I wouldn't really... And the thing is, all of these were drawn with the assets of, well, them being on books and such. And the thing is, they weren't sketchbooks, they were binder books, or at least the spiral books. You know, those line papers. Which, honestly, I don't know why I thought that was a good idea back then, but I did. But, anywho's... Again, I didn't really think much about it before, but I put it to the side then. Yeah?
Edward is asking if he could join.
Oh, well, I hope he behaves himself, because I don't want to basically put up with a squawker again. But sure, just... You could basically send him a link. Well... Well, I just... Well, hello.
Hello.
So if I may ask, Edwards, how much did you hear?
Well, you're talking about the nightmare is over. What about how you came up with it and such?
Yeah, that was way back then. I didn't fully grasp the full-on concept of the silent dreams or horror genre. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess I was kind of still, but, you know.
It's more of a psychological thing.
Yes. So I guess you could say when years later, I just thought about what would happen if I did Silent Hill again, but instead I used knights. Yeah, it was just an idea. It was just an idea that I pitched to do a collab. And I won't say any names because I'm not going to start that fire again. I'm not restarting the fire.
Okay.
I thought it was a really interesting idea because think about it. Both actually act as like psychological theming, and it's all dreamlike and such, except...
Subliminal.
Yes. And I says, man, and I did not... Oh, boy.
Oh?
Chelsea's she's in there. She's in here.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know how she's going to feel about this.
Okay, well...
I'm kind of nervous about this.
Well, the birthday girl is coming on.
Oh. Well, everyone, should I invite?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Unless if she wants to.
Chelsea, it's more going on my history with the Silent Hill Ideal crossover that I did before, and this is more a new recent one, like a new restart.
Happy birthday, Fluff Queen!
Yeah,
Woo!
yeah. So okay,
Fresh start, you mean?
yes. So you don't mind coming in? You'll be fine with it, right? Okay.
Oh,
Huzzah, huzzah!
hello.
The Fluff Queen is here! The birthday Fluff!
Hellos.
Yep.
Sup, bitches? I
You know, you
apologize.
basically have gotten some gift art.
Yes, I have, and I am incredibly grateful. Thank you all so much.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
So
Also,
how's birthday girl doing?
I'm all right. My voice is still a little wonky, but I'm getting there.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It has not been fun.
I mean, I wouldn't blame you.
Being sick sucks.
I know what it's like.
Being sick is never, ever fun. Ever.
Yeah.
It's like when you wish you can just get off of school, or someday you say, sorry, I'm sick, but when you finally do get off it, you're sick, and you're like, I regret doing this.
Oh,
You ever notice that?
hello, Tori. Hello.
Hello.
Before we continue, Chelsea, how are the small ones doing?
Oh, they're doing good. I apologize if my voice sounds a little wonky at the moment. I'm currently sick. It's mostly just bronchitis,
Oh.
which I've had several times in my lifetime, and it never gets any easier.
Oof.
I'll
Well,
give you a big ol' hug.
I
Thank
know that you'll be fine within a few days.
Yeah, it's just like my mom usually said, it's 3 days to come, 3 days to drive you crazy, and 3 days to leave.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're doing okay.
About as okay as I can be.
All right. Well, as I was continuing with the project and such, since things have things were fine. I will admit. There were no big issues, at least. Kind of an understanding. Aw.
Thank you, Tori.
And the other thing is, well, again, some of the designs, the OG designs, which I have on my DA, they are practically fine. Some of the designs I basically crafted myself. But then there were some suggestions that while I wasn't fully experted myself, with some of these other concepts, but I just went with it. I was like, okay, and just did the drawings. Keep in mind, some of these were my ideas and my designs. I did practically all the drawings. So, yeah. When some of them didn't really look right, as in just copying off an already existing enemy or a boss, I didn't feel satisfied with it.
You wanted to make it stand out on its own 2 feet?
Yeah, and I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to make them upset. So, because it was a collab thing, and I just wanted to be nice. So I just didn't say anything.
Oh. Okay.
So, yeah. And when I basically wrote my script and such, I basically handed it over, and they basically liked what I was making, and they saved it on their end. But then I got the feeling, and I was like, "Hey, could I please have mine back?" And they didn't argue or anything. They handed it back. I was also helping with their suggestions and such. I was basically helping with some ideals, but I didn't go too far into it. And again, with a proofread and such. But then again, they wanted it to be more like Silent Hill, as in a connection with Silent Hill, and that wasn't the idea I was going with. It's supposed to have both assets of Night and Silent Hill.
It's like a collaboration inspiration.
Yes. And neither of us basically took claims. It was just a thing. It was just something for fun.
Oof.
So, yeah. You can understand how ridiculous it sounds coming from me.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
When you basically, if you basically had drawn something and they were some of the ideas and such, you don't really own them. You know, the person that collabs claims that they own them, even though they didn't really do a whole lot. They were just given suggestions and ideals. That makes no sense.
I understand where you're coming from.
Yes. They even stated that they no longer wanted to work on it, but months later or something, or maybe it was weeks or something, I don't know. They wanted to work on it again. Or rather, they just, out of the blue, they claim that they are going to take it and do it. This was just a surprise. This is all I can remember. If anything, it was basically being all salty and such. Being childish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess.
That's all I can pretty much say. And so, yeah. So when I finally managed to get the new redesigning to work, I actually felt more happy with the results. And given the other monsters updated looks to make them match what they're supposed to be.
I thought you did a really good job with them.
Yeah.
You
I will
are a
admit,
good artist,
I did have some help though.
and help is
Mainly-
always good to have.
Yeah, mainly to that of Venus and Ree.
Yeah.
They had their ideas, and it worked. Heck, it actually helped with some inspiration for them. Mainly Venus.
Shout out to you, Venus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Banana.
Thank you, Lila. That hurts.
That would be your cat.
That would be one of the kittens, actually.
I was tempted to say in a joking way, "You're welcome."
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Jesus Christ.
Now you just made it awkward.
I can do it. You can say I can be much more awkward, but I don't want to ruin it for everyone.
Yeah.
Rated E for everyone.
God.
Rated C for cuteness.
Or C for kawaii.
All right. So, yeah. I am basically changing some things with the story and such, as in changing some of our deals and such. While the story is going to have some changes and such, so basically the enemies and monsters, well, there are basically those that are going to remain unchanged. There are others that are going to pretty much have their, concepts kind of still working.
You okay?
Guys, please stop running. What is
Cats.
with you guys? Yes, and they want to. They think that climbing on my keyboard is a good idea.
Oh my
Oof.
god.
which I told them countless times that it is not. It is a no-no.
Okay, how many do you have with you right now?
I got Lila. Let's see, which one are... Don't be a shit. I got Lila, Mittens,
Why do I get the
and
feeling you should
Rio.
definitely? Why do I have the feeling you should put them on camera or something?
Well, Mittens decided to be. I was trying to lift up her face to see if it was Mittens or Salem, and she decided to smack my, because she was eating something on my bed, and decided to smack my hand away.
Oh boy.
Ballsy little
Ooh.
shit you are.
Ah, being a little smartass, I see.
Oh, you have no idea.
Well, you feel free to do that.
All right, give me a moment. I gotta turn on my room light.
All right. And also, since Balin basically it came out and such, I thought of the idea that actually sounded way too good of an opportunity to pass up, and that would be is to have a reference to the theater.
Sounds right to me.
It's basically a rundown old theater that it's basically just a time capsule with the costumes and such. Balin and Lance's outfits, a plushie of the Tims, little times. The drops are basically they're just jewelry.
Yeah, decorations and all
Yes.
that.
Oh,
Like chandelier, collecting them to recreate a chandelier.
Here's
yes.
a little smart ass herself.
Aww.
Let me take a look at the bookie.
Like I said, they're getting big.
They are getting big.
Hello there.
Like, hello. Like, hello.
They're the
Oh, we are
twins.
basically very small.
Oh my
So
gosh.
basically, we're very
Oh
small.
my gosh.
I see one just escaped.
Yeah, that would be Mittens. Come here, Evie. Come here. Come here. You're just gonna be a ballsy little shit, aren't you?
Yes.
What?
Also.
They like to be little shits, don't they?
You have no idea.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, of course, Tori. They're very cute.
Yes.
Why, what did they be? They're uber cute.
Go on the market.
Super
Yes,
duper,
they're
uber
super
duper.
duper super duper cute. Well,
Never
but
mind.
yeah, the concept basically, a concept of the story is that there is actually an area that basically is centered in the Wonderworld Theater. Funny thing is that oddly enough, I came to the conclusion that that's where one of the bosses will hang out.
Oof.
Big balls.
Yes, and that would be the Puffy inspired boss.
All right.
It basically is like a mannequin,
Like a big ball gown.
or also kind of like very much like a giant doll per se.
Cool.
I guess you could say it looks like a big ballerina, like dress, kind of like wedding dress kind of thing.
Actually, opera.
No,
Whoa.
Yes. As for, shall we say, the boss such as like say Don Balon and such, that is gonna be within a carnival area. Hang on a moment.
What, Rio?
I'll be right back. I gotta go grab dinner, but I will be back quick.
All right,
Okay.
You guys go ahead and make your entertainment such.
Okay.
Just talk about things.
All right.
We gotta be. Just don't get too
Yeah.
crazy.
All right. I'll do my best.
Billy.
Well,
How
that
dare
word I
you?
have officially did zip and pip in my custom regalia.
Which you did very well.
Thank you.
I don't know know why. They seem to look better in your style for some reason.
I'm flattered.
Yeah, another thing I wanted to ask you. There's a character I've noticed in one of my games called, I forget his that, Fabio Sparklemane. Yes, and he's supposed to be like this somewhat anthropomorphic unicorn. Like
Wait, is it the one from Fortnite?
Yes. I always wanted to know if you could take a crack on that character and draw it how you would see it.
Oh God.
Basically being an MLP cereal mascot.
Cereal bowl box.
Yeah. God. It's like a party in my mouth.
Edward, what the fuck?
Time for you to see the dentist. Biatch. Dun 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 dun.
I cannot stop. Help me.
Edward, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know. Help me.
All right, Edward. Here's an air pump to help you with.
Oh no. Don't blame me. It's Jacob's fault.
Oh, now you're blaming me for your craziness?
Yes.
Yes. You're a bad influence.
All right.
Let's see.
Meet Mr. Rocket Launcher to help you.
Oh god fucking damn it. Stop. Yeah, I'm already dead.
Shit.
Now to revive Edward with the Dragon Balls.
Christ.
If you can't kill something when it's already fucking dead on the inside.
Is that a challenge?
Okay, Tori signs says she'll be right back. No problem, Tori.
Besides that, what do you guys think of the new MLP movie?
I've not seen it.
I liked it.
Yeah, it was odd but okay. I would give it like a 7 out of 5. 7 out of 10.
My opinion is more or less because I'm just easily entertained. But I did actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
I have not seen it, so I cannot make any comments about it.
Yeah, but it makes me kind of wonder, what happened to the rest of the other species? Did they just die out or something?
Mm.
I don't know. I've never seen the movie. You're asking the wrong person.
Then who is the right person?
Hello, Rio.
Who? Your cat.
Rio.
Okay.
And this little powder puff is Rose. And why is your stomach wet? What did you do?
Every time you say Rio, it keeps reminding me of the movie called Rio.
What, the bird?
Yeah. The burb.
Two bluebirds named Blue and Jewel.
Of course.
I
And
know
I'm
you're
the only burb here.
And also whoever thought that Blue's name was Rio
It takes
clearly
place,
has not.
It takes place in Rio.
Yeah, whoever thought Blue was named Rio clearly has not seen the movie. And also, that reminds me of something funny. Back in high school, was it high or middle school? Back when I was in school, at some point, I that doll character.
Ooh.
So someone says that the doll character from Rio looked like one of my teachers, and I laughed so hard at that.
Did you laugh so hard you pissed yourself?
Not piss myself. No, not that hard.
What? Would you stop biting my pants?
Pants. Pants.
You're just being obnoxious.
Indeed.
Pika pika choo choo. Chaka 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 woo woo. Woo woo.
Mm, have you ever, speaking about dreams, has anyone ever had? I remember having odd dreams myself. Like, have I ever told you guys about that one where I was attacked by a wolf made out of clay?
No.
Yeah, it was interesting.
I'm back.
Oh, welcome back.
Yay.
I was just telling them. I was about to tell them the story about how I was one time when I was a kid. I had a dream about being attacked by a wolf made out of clay.
Well, it is basically supposed to be horror themed and such. So by all means, go for it.
Well, I guess you say that it happened so suddenly for me in this dream that I just woke up. I guess you say I just woke up in shock and yet I was so young I couldn't really stay awake, so I just jumped awake, jumped straight up, and then suddenly I just screamed for a little bit till I blacked out again. I wish I was making that up.
I literally got all 5 kittens on here.
Oh my god.
I literally have one of them that's literally staring up at me. What do you want, Rio?
Oh my gosh.
Mother, I acquire substance.
Mother, I need money. Here's $50, sweetie.
I acquire more money. As it, you already have $50. Like, I ate it. And I need more.
If you keep eating your money, you are going to live with your father.
God, he loves me.
All right.
God had to.
But yeah. The idea was silent dreams, and well, now the title is basically SDHS, which stands for Silent Dreams Horror Stories. Basically, that's a little reference to Dead of the Drake.
Of course, yeah. Shout out to him.
Yes.
He does great narrations.
I figured it would make sense because I had to change the title a few times. And again, but I guess for a minor thing, I know I could have handled it better, but the fact that I was getting very stressed and just how panicked I was because the whole scenario just being ridiculous and such, you can understand that I wasn't thinking straight.
Understandable.
I haven't given...
When we're all panicked, we don't think right.
Ow, don't bite me.
And the thing is, it could have been fine if they made their own versions, their own designs. But instead, I'm not kidding here, they chose to trace off of mine.
Dick move.
No comment.
Yep. basically just a tracer with some slight alterations. I guess I'll be very honest. At least what I made, I could be proud of.
True.
And heck, even with some assets in the story, I'm at least trying. While I haven't worked on it for a while now, I mean, not too much changes. I still need to work with Chapter 3.
All right.
But hey. Oh, hello, Torty. Welcome back.
Hello.
I know for a fact that, well, the concept is still there. I still want to do it. I just have been having some trouble with trying to get back into the swing of things.
God, do I know that feeling?
Yes. I'm not disowning the idea, and I'm not basically giving up on it. I'm making it so others can enjoy and just find something interesting. While I may not be a full-on novelist when it comes to horror theming and psychological theming, I at least know some of the concepts and grasps and such. And when I get a feel for it, I know what I'm doing. And also, changes to some main characters. Such as now Elliot and Clarice, now they have a reason to be there. They aren't just extras, they are also main leads.
Okay.
And well, as for citizens that are there, well, they also have some slight changes too, but have a bit more to them. Pretty sure you have seen the arts I've done that I've shown before. Okay, what's going on in the background?
Oh, nothing.
Oh,
I was just tearing out a piece of paper.
okay. Well, if I know any better, I may need to look back at certain. I may need to look over some certain grimdark creepypastas from some well-known readers and such, just so I can get back into the swing of things. Heck, I'll even look up Let's Plays.
Okay.
That is something I plan on doing and such, you know. But if there are points, I'm probably gonna go listen to the music instead. And I could pretty much say, I'm a punch this son of a bitch in the face. That being SP2, punching that son of a bitch in the face. Oh,
Ow.
and that whore of a nurse.
Hmm.
You get what I mean, Chelsea?
Oh, trust me, I do.
I'd rather stick with the first story, because at least with that, it at least had a satisfying ending, a satisfying conclusion.
An ending is always important.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about the ending. It's about the friends we made along the way. No, it was about the ending. Wait, what?
But yeah, that's my whole ordeal with the idea of Silent Hill crossover history.
Hmm.
Seriously, the first bits was me making mentions about these already handmade of books that I have made, and yet stupid me decided to toss them away instead of preserving them.
Oof.
Maybe it's just me, but I kind of maybe it's because I was just more of just like it was like feeling like am I hoarding this stuff? So in a way, I tossed it out because of that reason.
We all hoard stuff from time to time.
I wish I could have showed you guys what they looked like. But yeah, I was a pretty graphic designer back then.
Huh.
And I did this during school days. Private school, actually. Because
Huh.
there's no way I get away with that stuff in the public school.
I see.
But then again, I don't think the students wouldn't mind. I think it's more the teachers that would be concerned. Seriously, all three were taking inspiration from 3 MLP creepypastas. And this was early into the MLP creepypasta fandom.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Seriously, one being based around cupcakes, the second is Rocket to Insanity, and the third basically was Silent Ponyville, but not Silent Hill particular. But you get the idea.
Yeah.
What did you print? Chelsea, what'd you think?
What did I think of what?
Oh boy.
Sorry, I wasn't exactly here for most of it.
Oh. Well, I guess I can give a quick recap or something. A little fill-in, if it's okay.
That's fine.
Okay. First one, based on cupcakes, it's called Mask Maker. It was called Mask Maker. And, well, you can take an idea what that's mainly about. It has the same concept.
I do remember listening to Rocket to Insanity.
Well, let's just say with it's like cupcakes, except it's not turning victims into cupcakes. It's more taking the very flesh of the victims and turning them into, say, a type of clothing, type of armor, or using their excess like bones and such like a weapon.
That's disturbing.
Yes, and the thing is, the victim of choice was knights. I am not even kidding. I don't know what was going through my head when coming up with that idea. I just did it. And
Please excuse me for just a moment. I gotta take some allergy pills because my eye is itching me like crazy.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Understandable.
Well, guess I could basically. Okay, Edward, that idea, what you heard, that sentence, what I said, what did you think?
It's fascinating, the idea of that, the aspects you bring up.
Yeah. I'll basically continue when Chelsea comes back.
Okay.
Okay, time for the potato.
What?
We have the meat and the potatoes.
Okay.
Potatoes.
Soda.
Oh.
I made
Now
that
you got
one
him
myself.
started.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. Gosh. I've only heard it once, but I know for a fact of how dark it really can be. Oh,
I'm back.
alright.
And yes, Tori, I have heard of the Rainbow Factory. Creepypasta, I haven't exactly read it,
It's
but
over
I'm
50. It's over 52 minutes long, if I remember.
About an hour.
I'm familiar with the story.
Well, if I basically know, I prefer listening to the song, especially the rap track, but by Lost. Seriously, that
Yeah.
girl can rap.
She really.
Anywho's the continuation. Let's just say sum it up. It basically goes as it expected of Cupcakes, but it turns out the real mastermind was Riella the entire time, looking rather sinister.
Oof.
And it wasn't his voice that was speaking, rather it was another's.
Oh, that's not cool.
The,
He's
the
interesting.
second story is a continuation, except that was a nightmare. And it's been like that for a couple of days now. It was basically a message from none other than Frigetta and Nightmara, as they sensed something was wrong. Riel himself, while he was in there, in the realms of dreams, something had made contact with him. It was some sort of force, and they feared that something would happen. So in a way, they basically had they instructed me to handle it, as in given a heads up. The only way to stop whatever's going to happen is to take him out, almost to a brink of killing him. Now, keep in mind, this was years back. I didn't know how to properly work this out, and I basically now know that Briella could handle it just fine.
I think like when you're starting out stories, like you try to make it like you think at first you're having it trying to make sense, but then you're looking back at it like, okay, that was completely off.
Yes.
Yeah, I know that feeling. I definitely know that feeling.
Oh yeah.
Now, I was sort of taking inspiration of the comic adaptation of Rocket to Insanity.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was
That was
that was
something.
yeah, really.
I'm just like, okay.
That happened.
Yes. But it's not like I hate it or anything. I found it interesting.
Oh
This
yeah.
was like, yeah, there's no way Rainbow could have gone crazy like that.
Though I do find it kind of interesting that Luna had actually known Parthas for like a long time and actually tried to help him.
But in the end, couldn't really, well, do much, revert back to those habits and such because of what
True.
it is.
True, but honestly, near the end, you can honestly just feel her heartbreak.
Yeah,
Like, I literally felt bad for her. She tried so hard to make him to do good for him.
but in the
Bye,
end,
Tori.
yeah, yeah.
That kind of hurt.
Well, let's just say with this story, I basically did. Well, Riella was fine, and he basically doesn't. Oh, hey, what up, Cole?
Hey,
What
Cole.
up? What is up?
Oh,
We were basically just talking about the silent dreams and such, and also the sort of history of how I basically got interested with the concept and such. But like I said before, that Riel is fine and such. He pretty much forgave me because he himself wasn't really in the right state of mind. He was just as apologetic.
You okay, Cole?
Yeah, are you doing okay? We hope you're doing okay.
Yeah.
oof.
Mhm. Well, can I also just bring up the fact that it was also a crossover type of story too, where I had a few characters and others, and the rest were basically just mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well, you're here. Well, you're here, so you could just basically just hang out in the comments section.
We
Yeah.
all have those days, buddy.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, trust me.
We all do.
Yes.
I just need to mute myself for just a moment.
All right. So, with the first two out of the way, the last one is the full-on Silent Hill idea. Basically, the MLP version. And I'm going to be very clear about it. I tried to make it work. I mean, I had a few creative creatures and such. Look, it's all right. We know some things just don't always seem to be the brightest or something. But when you're amongst friends who are here for you, that's what matters. When you basically go to do something that makes you happy, or just do something to pretty much help clear your head and such. Um, guys, what do you have to say on this?
Oh, well, seems like you got it pretty flushed out.
We all have those moments.
Same.
Look, if anything, we're all in this, you know.
Yeah.
All in
You ain't,
this.
you ain't alone, man. You ain't alone. Now, again, as for the Silent Hill approach, I did what I basically could to make it interesting, along with creating monsters and such. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what you mean.
Because that's what's important. You make it somehow work.
Yep.
I'm back.
Hello.
Hot. What obnoxious.
So if I would ask you about your cats, so have your kittens gotten to the point where they try crawling all over your body?
Yes.
Like they're getting their food bowl ready, they start climbing up your pants.
They haven't gotten to that part yet, but they found out that. But when they were first starting out on climbing, they more or less used my legs to climb onto my bed.
Oh,
That was fun. And Mitzi has thought it would be a fun idea to try and bury her face into my crotch.
what?
I wish I was joking on that one. She did
Yeah,
literally
what-
did that this morning.
Yeah, we'll just say that I used to have a cat named Katie, and she liked to smell my pits for some reason.
Cats are weird.
Very
They are
weird
very-
indeed.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm like, what?
you basically. There are animals that do this.
Even weirder. Ever see those videos of the cats rapidly kicking a wall? Like a
Very weird.
Now you guys are just being fresh.
Yes.
Do you have anything else better to do in the fight to try to fight? Would you stop biting me, please? Go and be a dick. Go be a little shit somewhere else.
Okay,
No,
okay.
that does not mean come back onto my lap.
Oh, your cats are based. Well, the cats.
For being little shits.
Uh huh. Oh,
oh,
Chelsea.
thank you, Koshi.
Koshi's wishing you a happy birthday.
Thank you, Koshi. And Koshi,
Yes.
also thank you for that awesome gift art this morning.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
As well as thank you to you and Jacob.
I wish I could
You're
make something for you. If it makes you feel any better, just know that I sent you a birthday cupcake themed dessert dragon to your house. Named Sprinkles. Little fella's named Sprinkles.
Cute.
Adorable.
Mhm.
You okay?
Yeah, just a soda. Okay.
Yeah, soda will do that to you.
As I was bringing up the thing, yeah, the third one is basically called Ominous Abyss. I didn't know what to call the second story, so just go with that. The third one is literally just the whole assets of a Silent Hill inspired story. And the thing is, I didn't call it anything silent related at all. I just call it the Ominous Abyss.
Yeah.
Where it's taking place in some sort of other dimension, where the environment changes and the creatures are very disturbing looking and such. Very strange and bizarre.
Basically, you just can't wrap your head around it. Like it
Yes. And the only things you have are the elements that you have already on you. You can't make use of anything else if you did not have it. Because for some reason, that world, that realm, will not allow anything extra if you didn't bring. The only way to survive is to find the exit and leave. The problem is that where do you find it? Thing is, you find it by a green light, a green glow that you have to follow in order to reach the exit. But getting there is much more trickier than it seems because there are monsters, environments, or whatever is in your way. That's what you gotta do.
Okay.
But just like Silent Hill, it basically plays out like that.
Makes sense to me.
But the main cause of of what you feel, it waits. Now the concept like that will actually be brought to the judge, which basically will be in the Silent Dreams era.
All right.
So yeah, the nightmares haven't gone away, but they are different somehow. For me, that is. And this is more connected to my story, my my series actually. You know, with my group and such. And it's basically old repressed memories.
Oof.
Basically trying to resurface. Like it's some unfinished business that started to come back. And, well, Riella himself doesn't know how he can help because he can't access that. It's not part of the night dimension, so what better yet than to go to an expert amongst dreams? Well, more like, say, discovering with memories and such, which that would go to Draguna Sanuga, one of my characters who's a scientist, and a very smart one at that, and is actually way better than Dr. Eggman. Why? Because he follows through with certain plans. It's just that there's always going to be one small failure. A small flaw with it.
What would that be?
Well, these sort of plans could actually relate to not bringing back certain things of the dead, or basically resurrecting things, that sort of stuff.
Makes sense
Yeah,
to
he's
me.
an alchemist.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, he only can work on halfway, so he gives the rest are basically intelligence and robot parts to help them function. With those crystals.
I gotta go.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding.
Oh,
I
okay.
I gotta go. You continue on.
All right. Okay.
Later, dang it,
Okay.
I didn't even say see you later.
It's okay. So yeah, he basically is there to help and such, and discovered that this is definitely not of the norm, but has heard rumors that others that enter a strange realm don't appear until later on, and they come out like a new individual, or some may never return. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, the place is basically filled with monsters, strange terrains and such, and oddly enough, they do have manifestation of weapons and such. Probably because mainly it's a sense of survival in case if you are a lesser creature that knows nothing about the environment.
Ugh.
Also, for some reason, I added a Zolgo-like creature of myself. For some reason, trust
You
me,
okay,
I have
Jess?
no idea what I was thinking.
Yeah, I'm good.
So I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom.
All right. Well, since Jacob already know what I basically said to him, it's a continuation. And for some reason, there's this strange sort of, well, I guess you say slender-esque dragon-like creature, aka the Slender Dragon. Simple
I remember that
design.
version.
It's a giant shadow-like dragon creature. And it does have a mouth. But the only thing is that it cannot speak, but it does leave messages around.
Oof.
Like actual writing on it.
Oh, that's creepy.
Its way of speaking.
That's cool though.
Yes, but the thing is, it's not out to kill. Rather, it's just doing. Rather, it doesn't really mean to, like. It doesn't do that sort of stuff. Rather, I guess you can say it's more of other ways of getting what it needs.
Huh.
I won't say.
That's fine.
Because it falls into the disturbing category or sort of adult topics. So we'll just move on.
Yeah.
Turns out it was basically a trapped creature as well, for it was bounded to something it later regretted, and this basically connected with, well, me. Turns out it was connected to a serial killer I basically met long ago with a friend who sadly was basically one of the victims, which I also was, but this one perished. Hello! I was not expecting to have a newcomer show up. Well, as I was basically okay. So yeah, real basic questions of what happened, if there was the key, and well, he and we went to my old world. Well, in a way, we went to the source, and funnily enough, the problem, the source and the root that caused that pain was still there, frozen. And the thing is, this was what came out to the conclusion of the mask making. And let's just say I at least had some help. Oh, and Riella killed the bastard. Because he now knows the truth. And basically now things have finally were gone. The nightmare was truly over, and now it was best to move on. So yeah, maybe not the full-on best example of a Silent Hills asset story, but hey, I did what I could, and honestly, it was an experiment that I was actually surprised about. And who knows, maybe I might remake that trio story. I don't know. Well, what did you think, Chelsea?
I find it interesting.
Yeah, I try my best to explain it and such. This was a few years back.
Yeah.
But hey, at least now I actually got a more appreciation to Silent Hill now, and I'll admit, I'm actually glad that I'm working on this project still of Silent Dreams. It is something different after all.
Yeah.
And brings back an old concept that I haven't touched in a few years. So yeah. Well, that's practically what I needed to say. I basically thought the idea popped to me yesterday, and I was like, I could share this with others, and I did, and I feel pretty glad of myself.
I'm back.
Hello.
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 Also, there is a little something I want to show.
What would
Make
that be?
make that two things. I was just doing these yesterday, and honestly, I think it would be interesting.
Huh?
Oh wow.
Two-headed drago.
It's the plushie,
Yay.
which you could right there.
Yeah.
But it isn't just this, but also this.
Mm-hmm.
I see what Quasar.
That's adorable.
I know. It was autumn themed. I wanted to basically do that. Glad that you guys basically liked those. I
It
just
was
wanted to
interesting.
basically.
It looks like it's been an hour and a half.
Yes, it has. And honestly, I think this is pretty much good to stop, honestly. And don't worry, people. I will basically continue with the story writing for next time. So, yeah. You guys, thank you for joining. And I'm really happy that I got to share this with you guys. I have been wanting to try, but just didn't know how or when. So I'm glad that I managed to share it. What do you guys have to say?
Well, I'm glad all you have some really interesting ideas, and I'm excited and I'm eager to see where this is going.
Well, who knows? Maybe at some point I might actually bring back those old stories and actually refurbish them to be better.
That'd be an interesting experience to see.
I mean, they could be comics.
True.
I know there are some things I need to refurbish.
Yeah, you said you wanted to remake your old comics.
Oh yeah, but I'm not going to do it anytime soon. But one day I would like to make a more, like a. Even though I am happy that I made it, looking back, it is a little bit of a mess.
Yeah, we all get those feelings.
And some guy, Philip, just called us neckbeards.
Oh boy. I don't get it.
Nor do I.
Maybe it's just some troll or something.
Yeah, probably just a troll.
Yeah. Well, hello, degenerate or something. I'm not good with this. I'm sorry. Well, everyone. Huh?
What?
What?
This is a very subversive contemporary take on the Silent Hill series.
I don't know what to say on that. I was only sharing the ideal concepts that I've had before. It's not like I made them fully depthable. But if anything, they were tryouts. That's all I'm gonna say is that they were tryouts. Well, I just. Oh! Thank you, Cole! Okay, Boomer. Can I say this? Disappointed!
I'm gonna go get some groceries, okay? Okay,
Alright.
Boomer. What did you call me? You're a boomer.
You know,
Dare you call me a boomer?
Okay, Chelsea, you got something humorous to say?
personally, not at the moment because my brain just kind of fucked off.
Oof.
Okay.
But it
Alright,
does
everyone.
make me very, very drowsy.
Well, it's okay. Well, I believe we are good to go, everyone. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for all listening. Hopefully, this make good for background music and such. Oh. Well, I hope you find it, Cole. If anything, maybe take walks or something, or maybe do something that you like to do. Anything, really. That'll basically help recharge your brain or something. I mean, I'm not good with this
Energize.
stuff. I mean, that's not. I mean, I'm not fully good with this stuff, but yeah, hopefully that helps. Well, okay, everyone. See you all later.
Bye, everyone. And also, don't forget to say happy birthday to the Floof Queen!
And I'm knocking off. Stay frosty, everyone. Until next time.